Just 3 hours ago in the morning program on Destination Uri, we started 7:30. The time just flies by. We're in our last 15 minutes. You are the finest wine to the end. You're our final interviewee, and it's Anita Dennison from St. Paul's School in Uri, and out the road in Westbrook. Really, that's the correction thing. You're very welcome. You were here before. You were here in April time.
Yeah.
What were we talking about then?
I came second in the Ulster final of Aber, an Irish public speaking competition.
The Irish still stays with you. You love it.
Yeah, definitely.
And you want to teach Irish
when
you grow up, when you leave school and all of that. But at the moment, there's a parallel concern for you. You are the St. Paul's anti-bullying ambassador.
I am, yes.
And you're also running an anti-bullying campaign.
I am.
Tell me about it. Why am I asking?
I set up my own anti-bullying campaign on Twitter in 2012 to raise awareness about all types of bullying, whether it be cyber, physical or verbal, to show that young people and everyone really has someone to talk to in an hour of need. And because there are 7 billion people in the world, and all of us have somebody to turn to whenever we need support.
So,
yeah.
If you find the right one among the 7 billion.
But sadly, many of us don't realise that we have somebody to turn to. Which is.
So what was it flicked your switch about bullying?
I seen the increase of cyberbullying happen on Facebook within my own friendship groups and within myself, and I realised that something needs to be done about this. So I took it upon myself to create this campaign and also a website to stamp out bullying and to, raise my awareness.
Wow, I tell you, but you have done almost at one fell swoop what adults have been trying to do for years and didn't succeed in doing.
Well, yeah. I think it comes with passion. I've just got a huge passion for helping others and just
it's a wonderful thing.
Yeah.
If you didn't hear that, just roll back and listen to it again if you can. A huge passion for helping others. That's a huge quality to have, and it's a credit to you, and well done.
Thank you.
Well done for that. But the thing also is that where adults have failed to deal with the bullying, you possibly succeed because you're dealing with your contemporaries. You're dealing with people of your same age and same outlook. Yeah.
Yeah, absolutely. And it's not just young people. Adults get bullied as well, which is on the increase in workplace bullying. So that needs to be looked at more so as well. Within the news and.
Yeah. So how, when you thought about launching your campaign, what was the dimension of the problem you thought you were dealing with?
I knew it was a massive thing within our world, but I never realised that it was as big as what it is. And there's many organisations out there like NIABF and Anti-Bullying Pro and Beat Bullying that's sadly now being shut down, but who try to do the same thing as I'm doing. Obviously they're more successful, but it narrows the problem down and it decreases it, but it will always be out there. But if more people take a stand, the more.
More people? That's a good. More people take a stand. I'm beginning to see you as the kind of hub of a wheel, and spokes going out to the rim of the wheel, and those spokes are other young people, like-minded young people to you, and that you all form the strength of the wheel.
Yeah.
Is that a way of looking at it?
Yeah, that is a brilliant way of looking at it, yeah.
And that each young person
has a role to play.
Keeps an eye out for.
Keeps an eye out for each other and,
And maybe has experience, so you can approach in one or two, you can approach, and it's always good 1 or 2 or 3, because it spreads the burden.
Yeah.
You can approach the bully, and you can say, look, can we have a chat with you? You want give a cup of coffee? How would you do it? How would you?
The main thing is to show bullies, is not to go to them and say, what have you done? Because they're not going to speak about what they've done. If you go to them and say, look, what's going on? They're not as reluctant to talk about what's going on and why they're doing it. Because 90% of the time they have the underlying issue. They're getting bullied as well, or they have problems at home, or any problem, and they're taking it out on others, and it's a lack of confidence. And if we get to the bottom of that, then we can help the person that is being bullied as well.
How old are you?
18.
I was going to say 28, but you have the wisdom of a fully grown person, and more wisdom than most, I tell you, coming out in that way. So how does the Twitter campaign work?
Well, daily I would post different tweets about advice, you know, how they can gain strength and, you know, what to do if they're in a situation of being bullied, or if somebody is bullying others, you know, what they can do to, you know, take a step back and think, okay, I should think about this before I actually do what I'm doing, especially with cyberbullying. And just, you know, before you post it, think, okay, could I actually hurt somebody with this comment? And could somebody else take it in a nasty way that I'm not pointing it at? So it is a very, it's a very big issue, especially cyberbullying, because there is a local, not a local, but a recent survey has been done by a charity known as ChildNet to show that 31% of people under the age of 11 are being cyberbullied. So
under the age of 11?
Yeah, so that's in primary schools.
Goodness gracious.
That means that, you know, cyber safety has to be on the increase, and that links into the fact that many young people will then experience mental health problems in their life.
Yeah.
And as in St Paul's, everyone is proud to be a student, but at the moment I am extremely proud because our very own principal, Mr. Jarlath Burns, is speaking at a conference in Belfast this Saturday from Ulster GAA called Silentia is Taintia, you know, your health is your wealth.
Yeah.
And it's about promoting mental health within the GAA. And, you know, because it's a very massive issue that I believe needs to be approached more and needs to have more done about it.
Do you see evidence among your confrères, your friends, your contemporaries at St Paul's, any evidence of mental health issues?
See,
are you all perfect?
Nobody's perfect, but it's hard to see mental health problems. It's not as if, you know, oh, if you break your leg, oh, it's easy to treat it. But with depression and anxiety and stuff like that, it's behind closed doors. You know, unless somebody shows their emotion, it's hard to pinpoint, and it's hard to get to the main root of the problem. But if people, you know, if there's more awareness done about it, people can, you know, speak up about it and get their emotions out there, because something off your chest is better, you know.
You see, you said a lovely thing at the beginning, where you said you don't go to the bully and you don't say, why are you bullying him? You say, what's going on?
Yeah.
Now, two very different statements. One will drive him further into the corner. The second will get him to engage with you.
Yeah.
And it's in that engagement that the conversation begins to resolve things, you know. So what did you do this entirely of your own bat, or had you to go to the principal and say, please, Mr. Jarlath, may I do this? Or what way did it evolve in the school?
With the Twitter campaign, it was just myself. I created it within my own, you know, just my own accord. But with the anti-bullying ambassador, it was down to Miss Christine Fearn, the head of pastoral care, and Jarlath Burns.
You spoke very highly about her before we came on air.
Yeah, she's brilliant. Fantastic.
Pastoral care woman. Yeah.
Fantastic ideas for anti-bullying within St Paul's. It's her first year as pastoral care leader, and she's doing a brilliant job. It was due to them that I have got this role in school as part of the senior leadership team. So, yeah.
So you have a team, a senior leadership team. So you're doing bullying. You're looking after that. What else is there to be done within the school? Well,
there's our two head boys and our two head girls, and we have a team of people who are leaders. And within the anti-bullying scene, in IABF, their coordinator Lee Kane came in last month to train our leaders and how we can take control and be confident to stamp out bullying within our school. Within St Paul's, very little bullying does occur, but it gives us the confidence to help our fellow students through what is a very difficult situation. And that's down to Miss Fearn again for her brilliant idea of inviting them in.
You know other schools, you have friends in other schools. What's happening in other schools? Is there something similar?
I'm not too sure. That doesn't mean there is, but I'm not highly aware of it.
Yeah.
But I believe St Paul's is leading the way with equality for all and inclusion. Seeing within Newry Pride, loads of our students were taken down to take part because we embrace everybody's, you know, individuality, and we know that everybody is unique, and we respect everybody.
See, when we were at school, the difference is we wouldn't have known there was such a thing as pride or gay or anything else. But how things have changed, and it's for the better,
yeah,
I suppose.
Absolutely.
And you're out there. But still, bullying is at the heart of it. And I am in awe of the strength, the power of the internet to do the thing.
Absolutely.
Because if you press the button and there's no end. Untold hurt can
Absolutely.
be caused, you know. And are people thinking of that, or is it
No.
just not in their
They
heads?
just type it and post it, and they don't realise what hurt it can do. And when it's out there, even if they delete it, it's still within the cyberspace. It's still in that network, and people don't realise that.
Yeah.
That everybody has access to that, and more people can be hurt by one comment.
Do you understand cyberspace?
I believe many people don't, and that's why they do what they do. That's why they cyberbully.
Yeah.
But
yeah.
it's hard to understand it because there's so much out there, and technology is increasing every minute. You know,
Every minute.
Yeah.
Goodness gracious.
everything is just increasing.
I remember typing on a typewriter. She laughs there, just a chuckle at the notion of doing it on a typewriter, I tell you. So St. Paul's is strong and good.
Absolutely.
Your Jarlath, Mr. Jarlath is in now a little while. Is he a year there yet, as head?
No, he's not a year. He's not a year yet. In January it'll be a year since he took up the role from Mr. Oliver Mooney.
That's right.
Yeah.
And Oliver is enjoying his retirement. And you miss him, of course.
Oh, definitely.
Yeah, he was a good man there
He was.
in doing the job. So what does your day contain for you now as you leave us back to school?
Well, I'm not free for the rest of the day. I've got classes all day.
You have classes all day. So
yeah.
what are you studying today?
French, careers, and Irish.
French, careers, and Irish. You tell me about your love of Irish, and you want to do Irish, and nothing but
Absolutely.
Irish.
Yeah.
Irish is lovely, and I was saying to you that Charles Burns' reading of Irish poetry, absolutely beautiful.
It's
But aren't you
fantastic.
limiting yourself a wee bit by concentrating on Irish, and Irish?
No.
No?
Because even with anti-bullying, I can take anti-bullying and put it with Irish.
Yeah.
And campaign in Irish. And with Irish, you can do anything. You can be a child psychologist, you can be a teacher, you can do anything. You can be a reporter, a journalist, whatever
Yeah.
you want to do, you can do with Irish. It's like English.
Where does the love of the Irish come from?
I don't know.
Ah, you must have an idea.
Since I came to St. Paul's, I just
is it in
loved
your
it.
is it in your family background?
No.
No.
No. I just had a love for it with all my teachers, and I had Mr. Jarlath Burns for 4th and 5th year, and he just increased my passion and even more. So it's brilliant.
But I mean, with you being preoccupied with Irish, the world could be losing a great brain surgeon or a great
No, trust me, they're not.
orthopedic surgeon or
No.
a great well, I suppose you can be if you're Irish, you can be a barrister as well.
Absolutely, yeah.
Okay, full marks to you, girl, and continue your very, very good work.
Thank you very
It's
much.
not easy, but I think you've got it cracked if you think of the hub and the spokes of the wheel.
Absolutely.
So that you have a strength of
Yeah.
all. It's like the round table, all for one and one for all.
yeah.
Isn't that it?
Definitely.
So I'm so proud of you.
Thank you very much.
We've been talking to Anita Dennison here on the programme, and we wish you well as you go about
Thank
your
you.
day.
Thanks for having me.
No coming.